the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
The most important thing that has happened so far, the Supreme Court has upheld the individual mandate, essentially affirming that President Obama's health care law is indeed constitutional. And the Congress did not exceed its authority when it essentially ordered every American to buy health insurance.
What's up, guys? Now that Obamacare is passed, let's go and take a look and see what is in Obamacare. If you go to, and I'll put all the links in the box. If you go to H.R. 3962, this is a bill that was written back in 2009, October 29, 2009. If you go down to page, I think maybe 1501, this is the FDA administration. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, it talks about National Medical Device Registry. And if you read down, it talks about implementing and it talks about Class 3 medical devices, and that's like pacemakers and stuff. But this right here, it says, and this is a very open-ended bill. It means they can do whatever they want and have vague language. But it says, may include, as the Secretary determines, who is Obama's puppet, Pelosi, as she deems appropriate, and specifies in regulation a Class 2 device that is life-supporting or life-sustaining. What is a Class 2 device? Well, if you go to the FDA, a Class 2 Special Controls Guidance Document, implantable radio frequency transponder system for patent identification and health information. And if you go back here, it's all about data registry, medical device registry, health information, implantable. If you go over here to FDA, Class 2, implantable radio frequency transponder system for patient identification and health information, for medical device registry. And also over here it talks about it, it goes through, talks about the Class 2, the device is intended to enable access to secure patient identification and corresponding health information in humans. Implantable. What are they talking about? They're talking about the microchip.
And we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over.
And it goes back to, this is a very open-ended bill. And it says that the Secretary may include, if she determines appropriate, which she is Obama's puppet, a Class 2 device that is life-supporting. Now, they tried to pass a bill like this a couple of years ago, and I think the whistleblowers came out, so they came out and redacted part of a bill, and they've come out with this very vague one. Now, what was in the other bill? This was H.R. 3200. Same wording, a Class 2 device that is implantable. This was in their thing. Life-supporting, life-sustaining. The same thing is what they put here, but they've worded it vague. Class 2 device, they've taken out implantable, that is life-supporting and life-sustaining. Even though it's vague, it still means the same thing as a Class 2 device that is implantable. This was in their actual bill. And when you go back, what is implantable? It goes back to the chip. And I think one reason why they took the thing out of the bill and has made it vague is because a couple of years ago Ron Paul came out and he said buried deep within over 1,000 pages of this massive U.S. healthcare bill in a non-discussed section titled C11 section 2521, this is H.R. 3200, National Medical Device Registry, in which states its purpose as, he quotes that part of the law, and then goes on to say, in a real world speak, according to this report, this new law when finally implemented, provides the framework for making the United States the first nation in the world to require each and every one of its citizens to have implanted in them a radio frequency identification microchip for the purpose of controlling who is or isn't allowed medical care in their country. They have been talking about the microchip for a while, and it's getting closer and closer to them wanting to implement it. And now that Obamacare is passed, they wanted to establish a national medical device registry, as the Secretary deems appropriate, a Class 2 device that is life-supporting, Class 2 device, implantable, Class 2 device. This is on like page 1505 or 1506 or 8, but the purpose of this is to collect data from the device, and it deals with claims data, patient survey data, and you go down to electronic health records. But this right here, any other data deemed appropriate by the Secretary, what it means is it starts out as medical. You get the chip put in your arm. It's a little computer. They can do whatever they want and program it to do different stuff. But this right here is a smoking gun. We only want, your data. That's all we want. Just your health records is all we want. And then bam, any other data deemed appropriate by the Secretary. What if that data is your bank account? Just something to think about. Any other data deemed appropriate by the Secretary. Then if you go over here, this is some more interesting wording. There's a lot. There's like over 1,500 pages or almost 2,000. But here's another one. Medical device surveillance efforts. That's just something to think about. Surveillance. I love that term. And they've already been deemed that these chips have GPSs in them. And all they want to do is hook you up to the network. That's all they want to do is hook you up to the system, to the beast system. It starts out as medical, and then we know where it goes from here. And if you go over here, there's another one. Enable for real time. The determination of an individual's financial responsibility at the point of service. This is some crazy wording. You can figure out what you want to think about it, but enable the real-time information, the determination of an individual's financial responsibility at the point of service. And if you go over here, the effective date when this will be established, and it says no later than 36 months after the date of the enactment of this act. Now, I don't know much about bills and stuff, so this could either mean, I've seen a lot of people talk about March 2013. If you look at the beginning of this bill, it was October 2009, which would leave it October of 2012. Or it could be 36 months from the day it was passed, which would make it June 2015. I don't know, but it says that they have no later than 36 months to enact all this stuff. I don't get much into people's dreams on YouTube. I know I got a lot of videos about dreams. You take a dream with a grain of salt until it happens. But this woman, Karen Sarah, she put out a video a couple months ago that I've never gotten out of my mind. And basically God gave her a dream about the tribulation starts around 2015 when they start implementing the chip. And it's got GPS in it. It's a wild dream, but I just click on this link right here to take you to her dream. You can watch it with a grain of salt, but I've never forgot it. But with everything going on, this video I made a while back, Obama, Leopard of Daniel, I didn't put any of my opinions in there. I just put everything that Obama has said and done. It really makes you think, is he the leopard? The more and more stuff that goes on, it really makes you think, is he the leopard mentioned in Daniel? I mean, passing Obamacare, Class 2 devices, I mean, the chips, I mean, so much stuff is happening biblically. I can't even wrap my mind around everything that's going on right now. But they just make this the new marvel. Ooh, I want a chip. Please give me a chip. Yeah, you get a chip and your life is over.
To think something so small can connect you to everything that matters.
When your life and all you love
are on the line.
HealthLink is always with you when every second counts in the emergency room, providing immediate access to your medical records.
Because Bob has trouble remembering all his medications.
Because I'm in love with my kids' kids.
Because my car lost control while driving.
Because now I'm looking out for both of us.
Because I have diabetes, but it doesn't have me.
Because I spend my life in the ER trying to save yours.